Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Communities are often changed by small moments, a helping hand, a kind word, a neighbor checking on a neighbor. Simple acts of kindness rarely make headlines, yet they quietly shape the character of a community. Tonight, our panel asks, how can communities inspire more everyday acts of kindness? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode, we explored how communities can encourage lifelong learning. Tonight, we turn to another habit that strengthens neighborhoods every day. How do we create a culture where kindness becomes ordinary?
So kindness isn't just a feeling.
Exactly. It becomes visible through everyday choices that help people feel seen, respected, and supported. Tonight, we'll discuss compassion, neighborliness, generosity, gratitude, service, and the small daily actions that help communities grow stronger together. President Pipeline, when a community wants to inspire more everyday acts of kindness, where should it begin? We'll hear your answer right after the break.
Across the waters below, the cities grow, the ferries run, and opportunity continues to grow. The families rise.
Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities inspire more everyday acts of kindness? President Pipeline will begin with you.
Thank you. Kindness begins with noticing people. A smile, a greeting, holding a door, checking on a neighbor. Small actions remind people they matter.
So kindness starts with awareness.
Exactly. Communities become stronger when people intentionally look for opportunities to help.
Sometimes people think their small actions won't make much difference.
Kindness often spreads farther than we ever see. One thoughtful act can inspire many more.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Lead by example. Children notice. Neighbors notice. Co-workers notice. Communities often imitate the kindness they regularly witness.
So kindness is contagious.
Absolutely. Generosity encourages generosity.
Every community has opportunities to become a little kinder today.
Small acts repeated daily become part of a community's character.
Kindness doesn't require perfection, just willingness.
A wonderful place to begin. After the break, Lady Progress discusses compassion, encouragement, and helping people feel valued. Captain Constitution explores respect, responsibility, and strengthening communities through everyday kindness. Stay with us.
The morning sun still finds the prairie and shines across.
Welcome back. Tonight we're exploring how communities can inspire more everyday acts of kindness. So far we've discussed noticing people, leading by example, and creating a culture of generosity. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, how does compassion strengthen a community?
Compassion begins by recognizing that everyone faces challenges we may not fully see. A patient word, a listening ear, a thoughtful gesture. These moments remind people they are not alone.
So kindness often starts with understanding.
Exactly. When people feel seen and valued, hope grows.
Captain Constitution, what role does responsibility play in everyday kindness?
Strong communities encourage people to care for one another as neighbors. Respect, courtesy, dependability. These everyday habits create trust over time.
So kindness strengthens community life?
Very much so. Small acts performed consistently shaped the character of a town.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Kindness is one of the simplest ways people can improve a community immediately. Anyone can begin today.
Compassion becomes contagious when people see it practiced.
Encouragement helps people keep going.
Respect is a form of service.
Sometimes asking, "How are you doing?" can mean more than we realize.
Genuine concern often opens the door to meaningful connection. Market Maverick off microphone, and remembering someone's name doesn't hurt either. After the break, Market Maverick discusses practical ways communities can encourage kindness. Professor Data explores research on kindness and community well-being. And the People's Advocate shares everyday habits that help compassion become contagious. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
Alive, families gather day and night. The food stands line the lakeside walk as neighbors stop and talk.
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed compassion, encouragement, and the small choices that strengthen communities. Now let's ask an important question. How do communities make kindness an everyday habit instead of an occasional event? Market Maverick, what practical steps encourage kindness?
Create opportunities to help. Neighborhood service days. Community meal programs. Welcome committees for new residents. Recognition for volunteers. When kindness is visible, more people join in.
So communities can make kindness easier to practice?
Exactly. Small opportunities often lead to lasting habits.
Professor Data, what does research suggest about kindness?
Research often associates everyday acts of kindness with stronger social connections, greater trust, improved well-being, and increased willingness to help others. Positive actions frequently encourage additional positive actions within a community.
So kindness creates a ripple effect.
Very much so. Communities often become more connected one thoughtful act at a time.
People's Advocate, what practical advice would you offer listeners?
Thank someone today. Help a neighbor. Welcome someone new. Offer encouragement. Small acts repeated consistently become part of a community's culture.
Quick thoughts.
Kindness is one of the few investments that benefits everyone.
Generosity inspires generosity.
Compassion gives people hope.
Respect strengthens every relationship.
Healthy communities grow where people care for one another.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps inspire more everyday acts of kindness. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our next episode. Stay with us.
Watch the years roll by, from mountain peaks at morning light.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can inspire more everyday acts of kindness. We've talked about compassion, generosity, neighborliness, gratitude, and the small choices that strengthen communities every day. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one habit that inspires everyday kindness, what would it be?
Look for one opportunity each day to help someone. Kindness grows through consistent action.
Treat every person with dignity and respect. Communities flourish when kindness becomes a daily expectation.
Encourage others. A few sincere words can change someone's entire day.
Honor your responsibilities to your neighbors. Courtesy and dependability strengthen trust.
Care for people and places alike. Stewardship is kindness in action.
Support local volunteers and celebrate acts of service. Good examples inspire others.
Include people who may feel overlooked. Simple invitations build stronger communities.
Reflect on one act of kindness each day and ask how tomorrow can be even better.
Kindness rarely requires extraordinary resources. It begins with ordinary people making thoughtful choices. A smile, a helping hand, a welcoming conversation. Communities become stronger when compassion becomes a habit instead of an exception.
What's next inside the Thunderdome?
Next time our panel explores episode 040, how can communities build a stronger culture of volunteerism? We'll discuss service, teamwork, civic responsibility, recognizing volunteers, and making it easier for everyone to contribute. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage compassion, generosity, and stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep helping, keep encouraging, keep being kind, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come